Everyone. This is Steve Andersen from the USBA, and I am pleased to talk with our guest for the month of January, Carlos Hallon. Carlos is a three-time U.S. national champion in 1982, 1986, and 1989. Welcome, Carlos.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Well, good. By the way, I'm here in Michigan, and the temperatures...
I'm here in Florida.
Yeah, see, you're a bragger because the temperatures here are going to get down to -5 degrees tonight.
I heard.
So you're lucky where you're at. Anyhow, it's good to talk with you. I thought we'd start out with some questions, and the first one that I'd like to know is how often do you practice and these days, and have you been playing in any tournaments regularly?
No, I haven't played in many regular tournaments for about 11, 12 years. I practice once a month when I have a chance. Well, I love the game, but I don't have that killer instinct like I used to have, and that is very frustrating for me because I love the game so much, and I know the game, but I really miss it. The competition here in Florida is not like New York or California, or So I got stuck. But I'm planning to come back because I was kind of ill, with diabetes. Your eyesight is not the same. My back is not the same. My legs is not the same. So I think I'm almost ready to go back.
Yeah, well, that's good. Is there anything good about getting older at all, Carlos? I can't think of anything.
No, you can take an example. The greatest player of all time is Raymond Kuhlman.
Yes.
The man is over 70 years old, and he plays better than thousands of people that I know.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. Well, speaking about Florida and saying that there's not a lot of activity down there, do you have your own table, or is there a
No, sir. I don't have my own
okay.
table.
Is there a pool room close by that you can go to and knock them around?
About 30 miles away.
Oh, okay.
The equipment is not so good. That is another thing that stopped me from practicing.
Oh, well, what's the name of the room? Maybe we can give them a plug.
I cannot mention the name of the room.
Okay. All right. Well, that's no problem. Maybe there's, who knows, maybe they'll work on their equipment and you can put some pressure on them and hopefully, that table will improve. So.
Well, actually, the tables are good, but the mechanic is no good.
Oh, boy, that
I can say.
Yeah.
The equipment is good, but the mechanic is no good.
Oh.
I mean, when they covered the table with a brand new cloth, and the table pretty short on the first day.
Ooh, that is odd.
That is very,
Yeah. Well, hey, I thought we'd go down a little memory lane, with you being a three-time U.S. national champion. You definitely had some battles through the years with Sang Lee. Any stories or comments or games that you can share with us?
Sang Lee was a great player. There's no question about that. In all the years when he was alive, I played in 9 U.S. champion In 3 of them I didn't play. He won, I believe he won 12. And 5 of those 9 years, we had a playoff with him. I lose to a wicked player. I beat him, and then he beats me on the playoff game. But no question about it, he was one of the greatest players that ever came to the United States.
Yes. Well, you certainly, many have said you'd have at least another 2 or 3 championships under your belt if it wasn't for Sang Lee. Couldn't you tamper with his car so he'd be late for the tournament or something?
No, it was, I tell you the truth, it was very fun to compete against him because, like I said, he was a very strong player. And
Yes.
if you see my record, I have a better record against good players than I have against weak players. That's one thing that it was frustrating for me. I played a weaker player, and I averaged 800, 900 on 1 point. And I played a stronger player, and I averaged 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. And that was the difference for me. And I always try to compose myself. See why I will do this. Why I play weak against a weaker player. And,
Yes.
you know, and then, it confused me a lot of times that I play a weaker players, and I see a weaker players play the wrong shots and banking the balls 100 miles an hour and make points. You know,
Yeah.
and it was very frustrating for me. But I'm adapting myself now that when I play weaker players. So I'm not playing. You know, I'm not playing as good as I used to. I remember when I played a tournament you place in Michigan. To get into the finals, I'm playing this guy that he's average 500, and I lose. And
Yes.
that was also frustrating for me.
Yes, I remember that tournament. I was there. Well, you know, you bring up a good point. It sounds like I was just going to ask you what your greatest strength is, and then what you would consider to be your weakness, and perhaps you've already answered it. That your strength is playing against a better player, and your weakness may be playing worse against a weaker player. But I don't want to speak for you. You tell me what it is.
Well, that's one thing that the European players they have discipline. I don't have that discipline. The European players they play for hours every single day because that's the way they make their living. In the United States, we play for $20, $30, $40, $50, $100. You can play a guy 30 points even up. Even so, you can give him 15 on 30 and beat him. And you play 30 points even up, and you got to slow down your game because you cannot lose a customer.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And that is wrong for us.
Yes.
Because we don't have the facilities that the European players have in Europe. They don't play for money in Europe. You know, if they compete against each other, they want to kill against each other because that's the way, that's the discipline they have.
Yeah. No, you're right. They seem to be more organized, and then consequently, they have all these leagues and these tournaments. So there's really not the need to have to gamble because they stay busy with with a more organized kind of a system over there.
That's the one thing that with the biggest country in the world, and though we don't have that.
Well, you have a perfect way of leading to my next question. What is the outlook for 3C in the United States, and what would you like to see happen to help improve things in this country with our sport that we love so much?
Well, if the organization here in the United States want to continue being the underdog on this sport, they will do the same thing they've been doing for years. But if they have anything to say, okay, if you notice, it's only 6, 7 players that play over one in this country. 6, 7 players that know the game better than the rest of us. Okay?
Yes.
My philosophy is that if you want to improve people that play to play this game, and you want to get people to play better, you got to send better players to different parts of this country to teach. Not necessarily you have to pay them. I mean, it's like you want this player. You want to play in the tournaments. You want to get people to learn this game. You're going to go to Michigan. Carlos, go to California. Pedro goes to Florida for a couple of days. Teach. You get all of your expenses paid. You get all your food. You get all the hotel paid. But you're going to teach. People get involved on the game. People, they're going to start learning more about the game because there's somebody there that is going to guide you. But people, the only thing the people that they like this game is that they buy books or videos with system. System doesn't show how to make shots. System shows you how to make banks. But when you have a shot on the middle of the table, you've got no idea if you don't have nobody to teach you what ball will guide you to get to the third ball. How you going to hit it? You're going to hit it high, you're going to hit it low, you're going to hit it with English, you're going to hit a middle speed. And that is a lot of people, they play system, they know system, but they miss the shot, and they got no idea why they miss it. Why?
You make such a good point, and it's not that you're saying that systems don't have a place. You're just saying that unless you know through experience in playing shots and how to hit those shots and at what speed, you can know all the systems in the world, and it's not going to do you any good.
If the three-cushion billiards was only bank shots, oh yeah, a lot of people they can make bank shots like crazy because they know the system. But that's it; they don't know anything else.
Yes.
What do you think of Cedric Coudron, the best player in the world?
Yes.
To me, he's the best player in the world.
Yes.
He dominates every single game on the billiard table. Why? Because he knows what he's doing. He knows his system, because he doesn't apply all the system when he plays. Not only because he's been playing for so long, he knows it. He knows the shot by heart.
Yes.
It's because he got techniques.
Yes.
There are techniques that a lot of players in this country do not have. He knows how to use his hand. He knows when to hit it high, when to hit it low, when to hit it easy, when to hit it hard. And if you notice one thing, if you ever see Frederick Quadron play, he never hits the ball 100 miles per hour unless it's absolutely necessarily.
Yes, that's exactly right. The only time he's going to shoot hard, or any of the top players, it's because they need to. They have to in order to either miss a kiss or shorten the angle or elongate the angle. There was a specific reason why they had to shoot hard.
Yeah, because the man, like I say, the techniques that he has, I don't think that nobody in the United States has.
Yes.
He knows how to use his hands.
Yep. Absolutely. I agree. Well, let's hope that there is a resurgence in three cushion. I do see some light at the end of the tunnel. Some of the events on tour look good. I agree with you that we need our pros to go around and teach, and also I think our pros need to play more of the European players to be exposed to that. So I couldn't agree with you more, which leads us to our next point, Carlos. Jim Shovak, we've been posting diagrams for situations, and people are, making these diagrams and coming up with solutions. And we sent you a situation. I'll describe it, and then you tell me what the best way to resolve it. I think we have, help me if I'm wrong here, I don't have it in front of me, but the red ball is on the rail.
Almost frozen.
Yes, almost frozen on the cushion. You're playing white. Yellow is almost, all three balls are directly in line in the middle of the table, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right.
The ball is on the middle spot.
Yes, there you go. Yellow's on middle
and
spot.
And the white ball is about a quarter of diamond away from the long rail.
That's right. So it's your shot, Carlos, and you have white. What do you do?
It's only two solutions for the shot. One that you hit the middle ball, which will be the yellow on the spot. You hit it into a very tight corner. And to go back into the red. Okay. The other one will be a bank shot. Reel first, long reel, short reel, long reel, hit the yellow ball, and then go into the red ball. That's the only two solutions that I see on this shot.
Yes, those were a couple of the solutions that many of us discussed, and I happen to agree with you. I actually like your second option better than your first. It just seems like, at least for me, I obviously can't speak for someone like yourself that's much better than I, but it seems like you really got to shorten that angle to come back to red out of that corner.
Well, yeah, you just got to make like an old shot. You just got to make a good hit.
Yes.
Now, when you play this type of shots, it all depends how you feel. If you feel that you're hitting the ball good, then you're going to go for it.
Yes.
It's confidence, too.
Yes.
Because like I said, it's a very tight corner, and you got to make a good hit on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's good. Hey, I appreciate your advice on that, and hopefully your advice will help someone when they come up with a similar situation like that. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time out. I appreciate that. Before we close, I just wondered if you'd like to comment to our listeners and any shout-outs for anyone or closing comments.
Closing comments? Well, like I said, the only thing that I like to see people play better, But playing better is not necessarily being, uh, to watch videos or to play against Londell or Kurt Drone, things like that, because you can only play it, and they're not teaching you. They're not showing you anything.
Right.
It's one thing that if they show you something, and then if you have you can retain all these things, and then you can improve your game. But if you watch them play, I don't think it is it's benefit for anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
Oh, well, that's what we're asking for, and maybe that's a good way to end it. Carlos, thanks again. It's nice talking to you. Our club here in Michigan is probably going to be having a tournament. We're scheduling it sometime for March. Looks like it's March 21, 22, 23, and we'd certainly.
Are you placed?
Yes, at the club, and so we enjoyed having you there the last time, and hopefully if things work out, perhaps we can see you again. So thank you so much for taking your time, Carlos.
Okay, that is no problem.
All right. Take care, sir.
You too.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.